First step, I want to write a HTML, simple doctor registration, okay? What are the requirements? Doctor underscore register dot HTML, right? Why doctor? We already have a database table with the name
Patient.
hospital, right?
Hospital.
That is the doctor, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So these fields we require to enter. Now. So for that, we need to create a HTML page. I have created a HTML page now. Next, to this HTML page, if you want to redirect to a particular class, we need a web.xml. Then a doctor servlet class. How can you say class as servlet class?
It is there, Nasser. Class. But
Simple question. How can
name.
you say?
Name.
Now, if I say doctor, now can you say it's a servlet class?
We have to implement servlet. Servlet only we have.
Extend. Yeah.
Extends HTTP servlet.
HTTP.
That's
That's correct.
When a class extends a HTTP servlet, then it's a servlet class,
Servlet. Yeah.
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Fourth one, we need a table, which is already present, right?
Yes.
So in this servlet, we collect the data and store it in the database, correct?
Yes.
Now, usually we use system.out.println, right? Why we use system.out.println?
Print the
Whatever is the code, is whatever we want to print, we write it in the system.out.println.
Which prints in the console, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
But now what I want it in the browser. So if I want to print anything on the browser, then we can't use system.out.println, right?
Yes.
We need to create a print writer object. So how that response, already we have the response object, right? The HTTP servlet response. By using this, we call a method, factory method known as getWriter. Whose return type is a print writer. I got the output. Then what I can do, pw.println, I can use HTML lines to print. Welcome to servlet. Okay. The difference is clear, like system.out.println is not there. If you use, it prints in the console. Do you want to print in the console or the browser?
Browser.
So to print on the browser, we need to have a object known as print writer.
Print writer. Okay.
So already HTTP servlet response object is defined by the servlet engine, right? So that object we can use to call a getWriter method. See, we have lifecycle methods and lifecycle phases, right?
Yes.
That's the reason I say you to revise, write the note. If you have done it, it will be easier to understand, to remember, recall. Now, if I'm connecting to the database, what are the requisites? In the WebINF, this MySQL connector jar file is required. And you need to add the jar file in this particular folder project also. Let's say I'll add the jar files first. Build path, configure build path. We need to add the servlet -API jar file also, right? See this MySQL connector Java 5.1.18 jar bin jar. Next, servlet -API, right? So this servlet -API, we am adding to that particular thing. And every time you need to remember that whenever we use this MySQL connector, right? This is already required in the jar file. And along with that, we need to keep it in the lib folder. Where we have to keep? Why? This lib is for the Servlet engine to understand that this jar is being used for the JDBC code. And the configure build path, this is used for the Eclipse. We are telling the Eclipse that these two jar files are there in these folders. This library path or the build path is given for the Eclipse. This lib libraries are given for the Servlet engine. Servlet engine should access, right?
So this MySQL connector is come automatically, sir, here?
We pasted it, right? I pasted it.
Okay.
I copied and pasted it here.
Okay.
Automatically nothing will happen, okay?
Okay.
So first we need to write a HTML page. So I'm writing a HTML page, new HTML page is there, right?
Yes.
What is the HTML page? Doctor underscore register.html, right?
Yes.
In the web content I have written, remember this. Where you are selecting the file. If you misplace the file also, it won't execute properly. Okay. See, if I minimize WebINF, it's not there. It's in the web content. If I minimize the web content, so usually people do this mistake. Don't do that. Okay. Web content, you need to select, right click and create this doctor underscore register. Next. We can give a color to the body.
Yes.
Like BG color, you know, which gives a background color. And we have form, action. If you want, you can give some things like H1. What I can say, welcome to hospital management. Can I write align equals to center? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Some break. What is that break is used for? Some space is given, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm writing a form. Action equals to dot slash. Why dot? It indicates HTTP colon localhost colon 8077 slash hospital management. Instead of writing all this thing, we just mention it as dot. Okay. So here dot is indicating which particular folder you are, in which path you are there. It's a doctor register, right? So what I'll do, I'll just give a URL like JNIT register. It's for JNIT I'm registering. What is the method attribute? First
Get.
need as get, right?
Mhm.
And align equals to center. Is it done? Can we write align here in the? We can't write it, right?
Yes, sir.
Next, in the form, what we write? Input type text. Usually we have name attribute.
Mm.
This is
Yes.
very important. Why name attribute? It will link the HTML and the Servlet class. That name attribute. So what is the first name attribute you have? ID, right? Doctor ID.
Mm.
Yes.
So what I can do, doctor underscore ID. We have a placeholder. It will just represent that what should be displayed. Enter doctor ID. Right? Next. Input type name. Doctor underscore name is the right.
Name.
Mm.
But we usually have password also.
Login.
So here the password is missing, right? How to add alter table doctor, add doctor password, varchar of 20, right? It got added or not?
Yeah.
Added.
Next. So what I can do here, instead of having text, I can say it as password. What is the next thing we have? Doctor specialization.
Visualization.
So directly we can say here doctor specialization.
Mm.
So if you copy paste it now, the errors will reduce.
Mm.
Because here if you have written some spelling and there you are writing some other spelling, it will be different, right?
Yes.
And these names are irrespective of the table names. यहाँ पे कुछ भी दे सकते हो आप. मैंने क्या किया है, डिफिकल्टी नहीं होना है, आसानी होना है, बल्कि जो फील्ड नेम्स है उसी को मैंने यहाँ पे भी नेम्स दिया है. ठीक है, it will be easier, right? So I'm following your
Yes.
process, so it will be easier for you again. Phone and location is there, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Doctor, phone.
Mm.
Doctor location. So these are written inside the HTML, right?
Mm.
Yes.
Next. After this, after the HTML, what we write? We write the web.xml. So before writing the web.xml, we can just create a class. What is a class, you can say? Doctor, right? See, Servlet, that name you can write or not, it's up to you. You can just write doctor register also, right? Or com.jnet is the package. Okay, but is it the class we need to write or is it the servlet we need to write?
Servlet.
So what we have to do, you need to select a servlet. Instead of a class, there will be a separate thing known as servlet, right?
Yes.
Remember this. Don't get confused and create the class. Create a.
Servlet.
So what is that package? com.jnit. What is it? Doctor register. Here I don't want to insert anything. I just want to finish it. Okay. So you will be getting a URL pattern like web servlet / doctor register, right?
Yes.
This is annotation. We'll see annotation at the end. Okay. So till that time, I'm not using any annotation. Remove this thing. Just I made it as empty. Nothing else, right?
Yes.
There is just a class doctor register which extends.
HTTP servlet.
And we have here use the get method, right?
Yes.
So what we have to override here, we need to write public void init servlet config. Import javax.servlet, right? Next, public void do get HTTP servlet request HTTP servlet response. So we need to import that packages, right? So destroy you can write or not, because destroy is written when you want to close the connection, right? But till now you are able to understand what you have done.
Yes. Sir. Do get method have a parameter? This request.
So what you have done first, we created HTML. First, what we created HTML.
Yeah, we
Yes.
created HTML first.
Yeah.
Web content.
Then
Then now we are
Then-
creating web.
Servlet class.
Yeah, for web XML.
so now web.xml is required. Where Where is web.xml is written in the web-inf. See the arrow mark
WebInf.
clearly. I'm clicking on the web-inf. Right click, other. We need to select the web XML. We need to say, right? See, design is there, source is there, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
We need to select the source. And this, what we need to write? Web hyphen app. Servlet mapping URL pattern, right? So don't type it from here, just copy and paste. The first time you write it, from the second time onwards, copy paste it whenever you're using it. Okay. And what is a servlet class? We have a servlet class known as com.jnat.
Doctor registration.
Doctor register. See, check the name. It is the same or not. Com.jnat. Copy paste it. It's better. Next. So here we need to write servlet name. What I can say, first servlet. The same thing I'll just copy and paste it here in the servlet. So from HTML, it will be taken, it will go to the web.xml, it will check the URL pattern, then it will take the name, it will search for the servlet name which is matching it, then it will take the class and go to that package and that class. Understood?
Servlet name is we write, sir, for it should be same for here.
Same
Servlet
only,
mapping
right?
also.
Here, whatever the name we are writing, com.jnat.doctor, it will be same. Without same,
Yeah.
how it will identify?
Yeah, but here is first one more tag here, servlet name. So
See, servlet
why?
name in the sense, for this particular mapping to identify that servlet tag.
Okay.
The class name should be same, I'm saying, right? This is the class name and this is a servlet class, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So servlet name can be anything,
Okay.
but servlet
So
mapping, servlet name and the servlet tag, servlet name must be same.
Okay.
it will recognize with the servlet name.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now coming to servlet class. Here, what is that? First, we need to write JDBC connection, right?
Yeah. JDBC
Yeah.
Connection
code.
con equals to, I've just declared some null, okay?
Null.
Mhm.
If I declare inside this particular init, can I use this connection here?
In
In get, can I use that?
Yes.
connection is starting, right, sir? But do it.
If I declare inside the init, it will be local to that particular method, right?
Yes.
Can I use it outside that particular method inside the get? I'm asking. Yes or no?
Yes.
It is not getting access. It is giving error.
Okay.
लोकल कैसे
ये फ्लावर ब्रैकेट के अंदर है तो बाहर
Yeah.
यूज कर सकते हो.
Yeah.
Who told you you can use it?
We can.
We can't.
So this is, it should be inside or outside?
Servlet.
Inside only.
Outside.
See, if you want to access anything
Mm-hmm.
for throughout all the methods, now it is being accessed, right?
Yes.
The same way prepared statement. So why we are writing it outside? So that all the methods can access it. Init, doget, destroy, and you need to
Yes, sir.
import java.sql itself only, nothing else. Okay?
Mm.
Yes.
Is it clear why we have written that outside, not inside?
Yes.
Outside means all the methods we can.
Can access.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Inside the
Then-
method means only that method can access, right? Not other method.
Yeah.
Please don't
Mm.
test.
Got it.
So we have class dot furname.
Mm.
What is it? Class dot furname.
Okay.
Form dot.
Yeah, Conrad.
On not MySQL.
What is it?
JDBC
Don't disturb.
driver.
So here we have to surround with try catch, right?
Mm.
What is the URL?
SQL, JDBC, SQL host 33 local host 330 hospital.
What is it?
Hospital.
Hospital. Manager.
Username and
Password.
And what we can say, driver manager
get
URL, username, password.
That's right.
What is the return type? Connection object, right?
Convention. Yeah.
And again, it's saying surround with try catch. I'm just clicking on it, right? So this lines of code is clear till now what we have written.
Mm.
From 15 to 31.
Yes.
See, understand.
yes, sir.
So we can write this 24 to 26 above dry method. We need to write like that. Same.
Every
that-
time we have to give the connection.
No, I'm saying just we can write in the line of 18 for 24.
This must be declared, right? And for
Yeah,
the
but
catch block is different and this for the catch block is different, right?
yeah,
You can write in that single try catch only, but it is
Mhm.
not preferable, right? You need to write separate try catches for the risky code exception. That is the thing
Okay.
we have written, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So one for driver and other for the URL
URL
name.
connection. Yeah.
Yeah, connection. Got it, sir.
Next. So now we just connected to database, right? Where you give the values in the text box, right?
Yeah. Text box, not the one.
How to get the values from text box to this doGet method? We have a method known as request.get parameter. What is it?
Parameter.
So what is the request.get parameter? Here in the HTML, if I given doctor ID, the same you mention inside the request.get parameter. What we are saying, HTML में एक value है वो लेके आओ. We are saying that
Get parameter. उसके बाद
string. It is doctor ID, right? But is it a string or an integer?
int.
Integer.
So I have to convert this string to integer, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So int ID, we have a integer class which has a method known as what? ParseInt. What is the method?
Parse. Somewhere else we had
Hmm.
used this, right?
Came
Parse.
across this.
कहीं पे तो यूज हुआ था एक
Exception में use किया शायद आपने.
exception.
So in that we give the doctor ID. So what happened? It converted from string to integer.
Yes.
So whenever you use integer.parseInt, it gets converted.
Yeah.
Next. String, we need to get the second parameter. What's the second parameter?
It's
Doctor
name.
right?
Doctor name.
So what I'm trying to do, string doctor name equals to request.get parameter doctor name, right?
Why we are taking string? There is no option for int directly.
No.
String to into person. Okay.
What is the return type of get parameter string, right?
This one is string, but the thing I'm talking like we can. Is there any way to declare?
Any input, yeah, any input, it will be in string itself. Or else one thing you can do, request.get parameter is there, right? Instead of doctor ID, you can do it.
Direct. Okay.
So this this one is not required now, right?
Yes.
तो पहले बोले तो समझ में नहीं आता बोल के separate.
Okay.
But you can understand that
ParseInt is converting the string into
integer.
integer.
एक वेरिएबल में स्टोर करके उसको कन्वर्ट करे या डायरेक्ट कन्वर्ट करे एक ही है.
एक ही बात है.
The memory is getting saved here, right?
Yeah.
What is the next thing? Doctor password, right?
Password, yeah. Request to adopt. Okay. Specialization.
तो मैं कॉपी कर रहा हूँ, पेस्ट कर रहा हूँ.
Yeah.
If you do this thing, the exception errors will reduce. Because when you type, you will do some spelling mistakes.
Yeah.
See, lot of lines of code is there. What happened? Somewhere you might miss it, right?
Yeah. Something, one letter or something. Any.
One letter if you miss, you will find it very difficult to identify where it got missed.
Yes. Control C.
Now, doctor phone is integer, right? So what I can do here, directly we can write this.
ParseInt, yeah.
Instead of doctor ID, you
Doctor
can
ID.
say
Yes.
phone, right?
Yeah.
Next thing is doctor location.
Location string.
String.
So have some patience and try to copy paste. Don't type.
Okay.
It will reduce a lot of errors, problems. A lot of people will type and will find these things. So first we connected to database.
Mhm.
Next we brought the values. Now this value should go to database, right?
Yeah.
How to send it to database using the prepare statement? So we create a prepared statement object here, con dot prepare statement. The query is required. What is the query? Insert into doctor values. How many are there?
5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 5.
6 is there, right?
6, yeah, you added password. Okay. Yeah,
So what is it? Insert into doctor values. 6 placeholders will be there. So whenever we write this, it should be in the try catch. Right?
Mhm.
Now we need to set the values, right? Set
Set it.
Yeah.
int of 1 comma doctor ID.
Doctor ID.
Not when string
String.
to password, no?
Hmm.
Then password. Then phone number. Specialization.
So we are typing less, we are just calling the methods and just copy pasting it mostly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just typing, we don't have to type the code mostly.
Copy paste. Copy paste. Token. Assets. Location.
Now this value is stored until unless we call the execute
Execute.
Execute update.
and the return type is integer, right?
Yeah.
If
If X
X
is
If
not
not equal to
0,
0.
then
but
print.
we can't write system.out.println.
Yeah. No, we can't.
So what we have to do?
Writer.
Yes, print
Writer.
writer response dot get writer,
Object.
right?
Get writer.
Hmm.
So what I can do here, I can create print writer pw equals to
Supposed to response
Response.
get
Writer.
writer. कुछ दिखा नहीं रहा। Get नहीं, हाँ ना get
Get buffer से है कि नीचे?
down EFG get buffer size के नीचे।
here get writer is the right.
Yeah.
So the return type is print writer. We need to import that particular thing. Java.io. That's it. Save this thing. And now pw.println HTML body bg color equals to wheat and h1 registered successful.
Yeah, registered done. The success.
Okay.
Correct?
Hmm.
There is some error here, response.getWriter. Why? It says throws declaration or surround with try catch. So I can add the throws, right? IO exception. So Eclipse is very useful because it gives these suggestions, right? Next. That's it. Anything else we have to do? Like here you can see the doctor table is there in the database. So when you do a project, first you create a table. टेबल के हिसाब से आप एक HTML पेज डिजाइन करोगे, क्योंकि उसमें कहाँ कितने फील्ड से उतनी फील्ड से आप एक HTML डिजाइन करोगे. HTML से वैल्यूज आप यहाँ पे डूगेट में लेके आओगे और डूगेट से डेटाबेस को सेंड करोगे. जितने वैल्यूज लाए हो उतने वैल्यूज ही सेंड करोगे और डॉक्टर टेबल में उतने ही वैल्यूज चढ़ेंगे. करेक्ट? So it's a combination of values also. Like here, how many are there? Those only you should retrieve. Those only you should keep. This also you need to remember. Count. Uneven count, it can't go, right? How the web.xml is correct or not? How to check whether the web.xml is correct or not? Just open with other web browser. What is it?
Web browser. Oh,
Web browser.
open browser.
So if you get it clearly, neatly, every tag, then it's correct.
Oh.
If I just miss this slash, it's giving error, right?
Yeah.
So whenever you just check it out, so the slash must be there. Don't miss the slash. Okay? And only slash is there. So you can check in the web browser, and anyhow, Eclipse will give this particular
Error.
things, right?
Hmm.
Now, we didn't add the server. First, we need to add the server, right?
Yes.
Window, preferences. Where is the server? Where is the server? Here the term server is there, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Runtime environment. See, Eclipse doesn't know where is Tomcat in your system. You are telling the Eclipse, go to this particular location to fetch the server. Which version I have? I have 7, right? You can install 8 or 7, anything. So G drive, I have a folder with the name Tomcat, right? Select that folder and say finish. Understood what I've done till now? Just window, in the preferences, server, runtime environment, add.
Add. Okay.
Which version? That version where it is, the folder location. Next. I don't require two, I'll just save one. Now everything is correct. Right click. Where you want to execute this? Web browser?
Browser. Yeah.
In Chrome it's better, right? Outside, not inside. So select the web browser as Chrome, whatever you have. Right click, run as, run on server, right? This application will be loaded by the server. So the first time it will ask whether it's Tomcat 7 you are running on. Yes. Always use the same server. Yes. Use the same server to run it. Lot of applications are there. Which application hospital manager is configured? Yeah, you want to run this? Yes. Finish. You can see a server folder will be created. And here server is getting started. Okay, that 8077, right? These instructions will see, and if any error is there, here the error will come. Now, which HTML we have to run? Doctor underscore register.html, right? It opened the page, but where is the button?
Yes.
Where is the button?
Login.
We
Yeah.
write the button.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we didn't.
We didn't do.
Yeah.
So we just have to write a submit button.
Submit.
For that value register, right? You got the thing? See, 1023. Raul is the password. He is from the ENT. Some phone number and location. Delhi. Click on register. What it's saying? Null pointer exception, right?
Yeah.
Which line it's saying null pointer exception? Here in the console also you can see any exception is there. So there is no problem here. It's directly showing some
कोड तो नहीं है.
See, you can see that JNIT underscore register, it got doctor ID values, all the values are visible, right? The status is saying 500 means it's unable to find that. So in the register, we have written /./JNIT register.
Invalid location.
Invalid location of tag form. That is not the problem. Get. In the web.xml, it's JNIT doctor underscore register, right? Did you write the database connectivity correctly? com.mysql ://:3306. If that is the problem, com.mysql.jdbc driver. Six values are there, 6 values I'm passing, execute update. I'll run the application again. See whether we can check whether the value is inserted or not also, right? I've given 1023 and it's not getting inserted, right?
Yeah.
Everything is correct, only the 401, the link is not visible. Now doctor underscore register.html, right? Doctor ID, doctor password, ENT, some phone number, Delhi. Some value null pointer exception is coming, but there is no exception in the console actually.
Null pointer 500 means a parameter was invalid or missing, it seems, right?
See, it's going to the JNIC register. It's taking the ID, name, password, doctor specialization. Okay, the order is different, I guess, right? Here ID, name, specialization, phone, location, password. ID, name, I'm giving directly the password, right?
Password, yeah. Specialization.
Specialization is 3
3.
and phone is 4
4.
Then location, I think.
and location is 5 and the password is 6, right?
6.
But that is also not the problem because it will give the problem there. Doctor ID.
What is it?
So you try this thing. I'll check what's the issue is there. By the next class, if you get it, okay, or else we can see on Monday, okay?
Yeah.